Monday in the middle of the night, of course. You know how I do. I'm trying to go through all of the requested videos that you guys have of me, and one of the biggest ones has been the 3 to 5 series that I think I started in January of last year and then haven't done one since. So why not close out the year doing one, and therefore I will have fulfilled my series. It's a 2 video series. If you don't know, Marie's 3 to 5s is where I pick one topic and show you 3 to 5 of my favorite items in that topic. Last time I did my bullet journal 3 to 5s. I will link that video below. And this month I thought it was appropriate to do kids toys 3 to 5s because the holiday season is coming up and navigating the toy aisle is intimidating. My kids are at very different stages, varying from baby to school age. So my goal is to show you some of our favorites that are played with on the regular and do not drive me crazy. That's the 2 criteria. There's always great sales on toys for Black Friday, so I figured this was a good time to share the things that I love with you. For the past few months as I browse through Facebook, I keep seeing ads for Honey, the browser extension. It shows like a slow-mo reaction of people just being astounded by how much money they've saved. It caught my eye and I kept wondering what it is and if it works. And then Honey reached out to me, so they are sponsoring this video today, and I got a chance to see it work for myself. You know how when you're internet shopping for something, you want to try and get the best deal possible, so you check all these different sites and you compare the prices, and then you go and try and hunt down any coupon codes. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes there are multiple offers and you don't know which one is the best. The idea of Honey is that it cuts through all of that and it does all of that brain work for you as you're doing your online shopping. Honey is a free browser extension that works on Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. It legit took me 2 clicks to join, and while you shop, the app instantly finds every working coupon on the internet, so at checkout, it'll automatically apply the best code to your cart. While browsing around, I found deals with Walmart, Kohl's, Target, Sephora, Ulta, and there was even like travel deals and stuff, and they test over 1 million coupons per month. When looking at Amazon, I saw that they had some good deals on a fun thing like a sewing machine, but I really needed the toilet paper. So it's fun and practical. I liked it. This is a cool feature that I was playing around with. You can view the price history on something on Amazon so that you can see in the past few months what the different price points have been and if it's a good time to buy right now. And if you want to wait and see if the price drops at all, it will be added to your drop list on the Honey app. And Honey is smart because it knows Amazon Prime, so it works with even the lowest deals that Amazon has. It'll give you the best offers. When I was shopping on Amazon, my little Honey browser icon at the top that you see there had like 200 and something coupons that I could have browsed through if I wanted to. While I was playing around with it, I saw that there was a Macy's coupon for Carter's where you got 50% off of all Carter's items plus an extra 20% off, so I totally took advantage of that. And with Honey, I saved over 13 bucks. That's a good deal. You do have to be on your desktop browser, so make sure that you are sitting at your computer when you're doing your shopping, but this is going to be a great thing for Black Friday. Just click the link you can find in the description box below. It was so easy and useful, and I'm excited to try it for Black Friday because I do all my shopping at home. I don't venture out into the stores. Ryan and I have done it once. A girl passed out in front of us and they had to form a human barrier around her so that she didn't get trampled. And eventually the fire marshal shut it down. So ever since then, I've just done my Black Friday shopping from the comfort of my computer. I want to hear about you guys though, if you have that as a tradition. When you have kids, your kids get a lot of toys, especially around the holidays, and it's easy as a parent to dislike a lot of those toys. When you find things that you really like, it's like a holy grail product. So I thought that I would show you my 3 to 5, maybe with a bonus item in there, favorite toys that have filled our little playroom. One of the things that all of my recommended products fit into is that they are great for small spaces. As you know, we don't have a huge house, so I can't have things like the giant train table or a bunch of plastic ride-on toys and walkers. But I don't want to feel like my kids are missing out on some of those fun things, so I feel like these are a good fit for that need. And I'm covering the gambit from baby to early school-age child here. If you like any of these things, then get the Honey browser on your computer as you shop for them. Make sure that you get the best possible price wherever you're shopping at. Starting with my youngest, this is the Skip Hop Moonlight Hug Me Protection Nighttime Soother Bear. Pretentious name there, little guy. He's the same sort of idea as those turtles and things that light up and they shine stars on the ceiling. This bear cycles through several different colors of nighttime lights, and when you cover him with his little pouch here, like a popple, remember popples? Anybody old enough to remember popples or new enough to remember popples, because I see that they're back. When you cover him up, then the light kind of turns into a glowworm light. Remember glowworms? I like him a lot because he helps with our nighttime cues that let Sadie know when it's time to go to bed. Not only does it do a really good job of projecting lights up to the ceiling, the stars are really well defined and they change colors, but this teeny tiny button right here plays a nice soft little melody. It cycles through a couple different songs. I think it plays for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. The volume's the perfect level. With Sadie and her co-sleeper next to me and my husband, it didn't bother us at all, and it's just enough to help soothe her and wind her down for a her nighttime routine. Plus the batteries have lasted so much better than they do in those big plastic ones that you mount to the side of the crib. We've never replaced the batteries in these. It's still on the batteries that it came with. And I like that he'll kind of grow with her. He's a stuffed animal that she can love. Scarlett asks to sleep with it all the time, and she is almost 7 years old. When we purchased this, I thought it was a bit expensive at about $25 for this little guy, but now I really do feel like he's worth that price tag. One of the design pieces that I did not get at the beginning, which I really appreciate now, is how tiny this button is. Sadie kicks her little feet on the other soother that she has, because she does have one of those wall mount ones. She's constantly turning it on and off in the middle of the night, so sometimes she kicks it, it hits one of those big buttons, turns on, and it wakes her up. This guy doesn't do that. He's like a hybrid of all of my 80s favorites. The glow-in-the-dark stars on your ceiling, a popple, and a glowworm. Skip Pop came up with a neat little mutation of the three. I'll put links to all of the items that I'm going to show you below. Let's move on. Next is something that I found at IKEA, but I know that I've seen similar ones on Amazon and even at places like Target. So if you don't have access to an IKEA, I will link similar versions that I find down below. This is something that all three of my kids have. It's the IKEA Spoka Panda Nightlight. He's an LED nightlight that cycles through several different colors from green to blue, and you plug him in and you can have him charging, or you can unplug him and he can be a little handheld security blanket if you have a kid who's scared of the dark. This guy, who is supposedly a panda, is $16.99, and they actually sell him in a little like taffeta drawstring gift bag. So if you know a young child, baby through early school years, I think this is a winner gift. $16.99 for one light. The light lasts all night long. We haven't had one die on us yet. We just plug it in sometimes we don't. Sadie has hers next to the changing table, so in the middle of the night when we have to do diaper changes, this is the only glow we use. Luca keeps his in his bed with him because he's my little guy who's scared of the dark, and we have one on Scarlett's dresser. Okay, we're growing up a little bit and we are on to Luca's favorite toy in the world, which he has named Biker Biker. This is the Flybike foldable indoor-outdoor toddler's glide tricycle in blue. Good grief, I understand the need for searchable keywords, but that is not something I am ever gonna remember. This is probably my all-time favorite toy that I've ever purchased for the kids. Luca got this for his first birthday as a ride-on toy. Obviously it folds up so it's easy to store in small places. The wheels just pop up, you lift this up, and it pops it right out like that, and then it locks into place. The handle is a little bit trickier to get out, so it does take some maneuvering, but I think they have to do that in order to make it as sturdy as it is. When it's all set up, it looks like that. Still very, very small and portable. This is Luca's best friend. Often if there is chores that Luca has to do, like put your socks away, Biker Biker and him go on an adventure, zooming around the house to go do it. Greatest toy ever. I love this thing. The other thing that's cool is I thought this would last us when he was teeny tiny, but he's been able to crazy grow with it. Scarlett still rides on this, and she is a very tall 7-year-old. I'm pretty sure the manufacturer tells you not to do that, but it's very sturdy and we haven't had any problems. In fact, I have the two of them riding on it together. It's pretty ridiculous to see Scarlett's little octopus legs like zooming off the side of this thing, but they still have so much fun with it. Best purchase ever. And it comes in several different colors. It's about 37 bucks on Amazon Prime, and it is a wow gift. Put a big old bow on this and put it under the Christmas tree as a kid's first ride-on toy or first scooter, and you're gonna be the favorite in the family. Next is a product that can go for several different age ranges, and while it seems like it has a hefty price tag, it's for such a great cause. Your money is doing good things, which is what I think the holidays are all about. You may have seen these sweet knit dolls advertised somewhere. These are Cuddle and Kind dolls. This is Isla the mermaid, this is Everest the penguin, Scarlett and Luca's, and I purchased these myself for $68, which sounds crazy even though they are very, very luscious little guys. But every doll purchase goes to 10 meals for children. If somebody asked me for 68 bucks so that I could feed 10 kids, I would think that was a good deal. We usually spend that much, if not more, for 4 of us out at a restaurant for 1 meal. I really like the company and their mission, and I like that I could give these to my kids and explain what these little dolls meant to other kids as well. I was planning on sharing these with you guys anyways. I purchased them with my own money, and then when Sadie was born, this appeared at my house. This is a Sadie Fox. Cuddle and Kind sent this to me just out of the goodness of their hearts. Sadie has her own little Sadie. They aren't sponsoring this video, but it's a feel-good product and one that I'd like to pass on as a gift to other people. And when you pass it on, you're giving a gift to children in need as well. And they're like super high quality, super snuggleable little guys. This next one's pretty cool because if you have a kid who loves Thomas the Train or trains at all in your life, and you would love to go with the elaborate train table and set up like the mountains and valleys and all the cool stuff and then collect all the little wooden trains, but you don't have the space, this is the solution. I feel like this is another wow product because it's quite big big and impressive to look at if you're a kid. If you had this set up under the Christmas tree, it'd be a really fun thing to see, but in the grand scheme of things, it's quite small. This is the Fisher-Price Thomas & Friends Minis Twist and Turn Stunt Train playset, and the best thing about this thing is it's 15 bucks. Plus it gives them a chance to collect tiny Thomases. You can get these in the little surprise pack blind bag things too, so it's a fun little stocking stuffer. And on this thing, they have several different ways that they can experience the adventure. You can have several of them going at a time, so they can just rapid fire down while they're moving them all over the place. It is a hunk of plastic, yes, but you win some, you lose some with that, and I feel like this is a win some. The last thing on my list is definitely the most pricey, but also the absolutely most played with toy in our house, going on 4 years now. It is played with every single day and has definitely earned its weight in gold. I'm sure you've seen them, and if you haven't, you have to try and play with them. These are Magnetiles, or play mags. They come under a lot of different brands at a lot of different price points. The very basic idea of them is that they are magnetic blocks. Luca plays with these things every single day of his life. Some of my kids' favorite ways to play with them include goodie machines, which is an invention of Luca's, where he will make towers that have different compartments, and then he'll put different little prizes inside, like maybe one of his Thomas Minis. And then you have to use those grabbers, you know, those like long things that have the grabbing bit at the end and you squeeze the handle and it clamps down. It was my mom's. It's one of Luca's most prized possessions that he inherited from my mom. He'll build these elaborate, really cool towers with these things, with all these different transformers and little goodies in these compartments, and then you have to use the grabbers to try and get the toy without knocking the rest of the building down. He's genius. It's basically like the claw game, but we have it in our own house and we get to play it all the time. They also like to make two-dimensional tower buildings on the fridge that are really cool to look at, or get one of those little robot bugs that buzz around and we will build mazes. We put the battery operated bug inside and we have all these elaborate twists and turns, and he buzzes through and we try and see if he can make it through the rat race. Seriously, what you can do with these things is endless, and there hasn't been a day in our house since we got these that they haven't been played with. So I think I did 6 things. I cheated, and I want to cheat even more because I have so many books I want to recommend to you for other children's book lovers like myself. I will show one as a sneak peek because I wanted to include it in this video. You guys choose. Would you like to do something more geared towards the grown-ups, like maybe my favorite hygiene products or something like that, or do my favorite children's books for different ages? I'll let it be player's choice. So I did it. I successfully made a 3 to 5 series in the year of 2017 with all of 2 episodes. Here's hoping for more in 2018, because 2018 Marie is looking crazy dependable. So you guys tell me some of the topics you would like me to cover, where I show you 3 to 5 of my favorite products under that topic. That wraps it up for another week. You guys, I hit over 3,000 likes last week because of you, and I don't even ask for the likes until the end of the video, which means that you guys are the absolute best people in the world. I think I want to do a video at some point here where I just comment on some of your comments like Grace Helbig does, because I talk back to you on my computer screen all the time. You guys comment stuff and I laugh out loud, or I sympathize with you, or I just want to I just wish we were there. So I would love to do that. The fact that I don't even give my thumbs up pitch till the end shows how many of you are sticking around, and it blows me away. I want to hear your favorite toy recommendations. I want to hear what you're getting your kids or kids in your world for Christmas this year. Scarlett's asking for a pogo stick. That's the one big ticket item she's asking for, and I think I'm gonna do it, so that'll be fun to have under the tree. What are you most excited for? Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notifications, and I'll see you next Monday.